For my next industry presentation, I would like to call upon the founder and CEO of Waatavaran, Bhagwan Kesbhat.
My name is Bhagwan, the founder of Waatavaran. So, it's just last, I can say operationally 4 years, we have been helping the 400 plus hamlets in the Raigad district in the Western Ghat. And the focus is how can the, in the seeing the climate crisis or climate emergency, um, how can we protect the communities which is the most vulnerable, be it the primitive tribal community, be it the small and marginal farmers, and and advocating for them. So that's something agenda Watarn Foundation has been done in the last 4 years. We're also been officially the partner with government of Maharashtra to create the Mumbai's climate action plan, and this was the first plan in the Asia Pacific which has been the introduced, and now it has been implemented in the city of Mumbai. But when we come to the, this is something iconic programs we have been initiated that as if we see that vulnerabilities and the undeserved communities need to be, we can say the voices which has been unheard, and the population which is invisible need to be come forward and to be work on this the complex issues. So that's why we feel that the communities who has been their livelihoods and their dignity is been already been the losing. So how can we help them to showcasing the alternative support system through the creating the evidences, and if we see that the simplest transformative process what we have been seeing that like the Narega or the Food Security Act, we have the fantastic act, it's called Forest Act, which gives the opportunity to create the village level the plan. And this is the community-led forest management plan. And this is the way to have the fantastic climate action plan for the each cities that we need to work on. So what the role Watarn is doing, why the last 75 or 78 years these villages has not changed? Why they will change now? So that's something we went into the boardroom and felt that we need to work on not just something lecture baji or bhashan baji, but more about the training part, which is more focusing on games, focusing on the through the reflective sessions in that, so that community will say that no, this is my village, I need to change, I need to come forward. This is my forest, this is my the biodiversity is the abundant biodiversity we belongs in, and they start taking care of that. That's something we feel that need to go ahead in this. So yeah, so that's the facilitation of the entire what we have been the playing the role, and so as I mentioned that through like this is like chain games or we can say the glass game, which we engaging with the communities through the and making that so like what the Gurudev ji in the morning told that to us that what we have been missing is that spiritual vacuum. We are not able to connect as a people. So like any the wedding happens in our homes, what we do the all guest with the treating the guest like a very important guest. So why not we treat the all these communities our community, and we treated them through the like it's like the guest coming to the training and treating them with the like um, उनको गले मिलाना है या hugging each others and cleaning their feet with the waters. So something this is kind of practices we develop in the training so that they feel also connected, because this is not the government training in terms of like कि एक घंटा आए और चले गए. So something that's something we build out of this training, which is idea to empower the community, and they feel like how can we build a collective leadership in the villages, so village will itself taking the leadership, and that would be the sustainable model in the future. So that's something we felt, and while and especially with the holding the meeting at the community level, how can we build the hyperlocal governance at the community level, which can take this the mission ahead. So, and we also like, this is the one of the picture where district forest officials and entire forest administration, we train. what is this forest act, what is the role of communities, what is the role of forest department. That's something to facilitate, because there were a lot of confusions and the biases against the for tribal communities, and also not having the clear cut the governance at the community levels, that the both the community, government and the revenue department, forest department come together and play this role. And what we have done, like you have seen that in the video, that through the satellite maps with the simple mobile tool, like we have been using the E3 based technologies, which creating the beat houses, like if you have seen the houses this, or maybe it's cultivation land, we are just simply creating the maps, satellite maps through the mobile, while training to the volunteers, tribal volunteers, and they're taking this and creating the digital maps. And this has also been, we help the each families to file the application under the Forest Act, so that they, which was not been done in the last 14 years. So that was the role we played, and this is the some facilitation of currently now the under the community forest management plan, we are developing this plan. So this is the plan. This is the plan of climate plan, and this is the plan of climate resilient plan for the each village. What this community forest management plan is highlighting, the plan is highlighting about what are the aquifers, what are the springs, spring shades, what are the water resources available within the forest, within the traditional boundaries of the village, and taking that forward, uh, the identifying the biodiversity of that village, and making the plan on the basis of that, and getting the approval from the subdivisional office, getting the approval from the district land committees. So that's something the role we have been playing on. And simultaneously, the community is taking the leadership of the forest land. Like I will give the example of like Maharashtra state. Out of the 60,000 kilometers forest cover, almost 20,000 forest kilometers cover has been degraded, degenerated. So this is the community now taking the charge to afforestation, plantation through the plantation mission, and where you can see there are also forest department officials are there, communities are there, children are there, everyone is been involved to taking the protecting the collectively the forest cover, and also been restoring the forest cover. And we have seen that last year also, this year, wildfire has been major problem in the, and if we see that current forest cover is been major threat, like more than 40% forest cover we're going to be impacted because of wildfire. So how can we created these squads at the each village level? This is the fire squad of the community led, which taking the protecting this whenever the wildfire happens, they are been trained by the Waatavaran team so that they can go forward and stop, because one of the Jambulpada village, which is 110 kilometers from Mumbai, got news around 7 o'clock that its fire is blaze in the forest area. The committee came together, they went there, and almost fighting 3.5 hours, they able to stop the fire. If they could not have stopped that day, more than 1,000 acres of forest cover would have been completely destroyed. So when we talk about the plantation and the initiatives, compared to that, if we say that more than 10 lakh species might have destroyed in just in that entire night. So the comparing that, the existing protection of the forest very critical to going ahead for the in the climate initiatives, I can say. And these are some impacts. I can say that 4,598 tribal families we helped to protect their ancestral forest land. We also almost 1,942 acres of land. These are the cultivation land. They have been ragi, millet, we can say that, and maybe paddies. So these are the land they have been cultivating. This land has been protected, and they are continuing that cultivation. And more than 450 community forest management committees at the village level we able to create, and these communities has the plan, and this is the climate resilient plan of that each village, which will take the 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 challenge of climate crisis that we are facing in that, and more than 1 lakh tribal lives we have impacted till now. I think that's it from our side.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.